Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So the number one mistake adult violin learners make and how to fix it. If you are an adult learning the violin, the chances are you are making this mistake. And no, it is not about talent, practice time, or even technique. This one mistake holds back so many adult learners, but the good news is it's easy to fix. So let's get into it. Number one mistake, rushing through the basics. Most adult learners want to play real music as soon as possible. We've all been there, and that's completely understandable. Nobody wants to spend weeks on open strings or boring exercises, but skipping the fundamentals leads to frustration later on. Trust me, I can assure you. So if your bowing feels shaky, your tone scratchy, or you struggle with intonation, it's more than likely because you just didn't spend enough time mastering the basics. So solution one, slow down and go back over the foundations. Even if you've been playing for months, spending just 5 to 10 minutes a day on these are going to make a huge difference. For example, long, slow bow strokes on open strings to develop control, left hand finger drills like scales to improve intonation, simple scales played perfectly instead of rushing through. Think of it like building a house without a strong foundation. Everything is just going to collapse at some point. So why this happens and how are we going to avoid it? So most adults fall into this trap because they're just too focused on the end goal in playing full pieces as fast as they possibly can. But when you skip ahead, you build bad habits that are so much harder to fix later on. So solution one, reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, I need to play songs now, focus on, I need to build the skills to make those songs easier. The better your bow control, intonation, and coordination and everything is, the faster you will improve overall. Solution two, mix technique and music in every practice session. So instead of jumping straight into a piece, start with 10 minutes of solid technique work, scales, that kind of thing. You will notice that your playing gets smoother and easier over time. So signs that you may be making this mistake. If you are not sure whether this applies to you, here are going to be some red flags. Your bow bounces or it slides unpredictably, all over the violin. Your fingers feel slow or clumsy on the fingerboard, and maybe your violin tone just sounds inconsistent. Some notes are scratchy, others are weak, that kind of thing. You feel like you're practicing a lot, but you don't really feel like you're improving. So if any of these sound familiar, it's time to slow down and reinforce those basics. And finally, remember, violin isn't about how fast you learn or how far you get to the end of the goal, it's how well you learn. Players who sound great aren't the ones who rush through their songs, they're the ones who built the strong fundamentals and basics. So if you fix this mistake now, you'll make faster progress in the long run. Tell me, have you ever felt like you've rushed through the basics? Let me know in the comments underneath this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more violin tips to help keep you improving. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.